Last week on Trope RPG.
Creamy Steve.
Creamy Steve, you come out here.
Can I just try to convince you to not bring
No,
Creamy
you
Steve?
gotta bring Creamy Steve.
okay.
Many in the town believe he's cursed.
I can't explain to you how off Creamy Steve I am. He makes me feel physically ill.
Wait, I kind of want Creamy Steve dead as well.
All right.
My skill, the thing I've always been able to bring to this group, is an ability to get information and things out of people. And if you keep shooting them...
20! Where do you want to hit him?
Balls.
My balls!
Go.
My name is Greg Larson.
Your name is Greg Larson.
I love that name.
It's a good name.
Oh, I feel established. The bear goes for a swipe at you. Welcome back to Trope RPG, where chaotic comedians play through your favorite movie genres. This is episode 3 of Rootin, Tootin, Revenge. Yeah. How we feeling, everybody? How we going after, so much last time. You found Lenny on the train tracks. You had Creamy Steve join your gang.
Yeah.
You shot a man's balls off as he was running away at 270 yards. You tamed a beautiful you soothed a beautiful stallion. You shot a rabid bear in the moonlight.
I've been knocked unconscious twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've plotted Creamy Steve.
Creamy Steve?
I'm so sorry.
Creamy Pete's my father. And he's creamier than most.
If we come across Creamy Pete, I will immediately kill him.
Don't.
I hate the Creamy
We
family.
might start
The
kissing.
Creamy clan is making me really unwell.
Why?
They're not.
I
They're
don't
not
know.
the Creamy is like a title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a different last name.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're not the Creamy family.
The Creamies.
They just have
The
to all be
visual I have
creamy.
in my head of these men is foul.
Yeah.
It's like it's my worst nightmare.
I imagine Mark on his knees covered in cream.
Yeah, same, and that's disgusting.
Oh, okay.
tall hat.
Different horses for different courses.
I worry about his knees.
Yeah. No, they're calloused.
Yeah, but I worry because there's joints in there that they're not designed to
It's
be
not
feet.
meant to be.
It's
this
only
way.
when we're riding I do that. When we're around the campsite, I'm on my normal feet.
Yeah, it's
No,
cheap. You probably
like a
have enough
transformer.
horses now.
That's the wrong
Yeah,
way
I know.
around.
I'm not giving Creamy Steve a horse.
Can I
There's no way.
say? Can I just say my character's getting really shitty with this group?
Many
really
names, yeah.
shitty because we've met so many characters along the way that could have helped us that are either dead or unconscious.
People keep shooting him.
Admittedly,
Creamy Steve's the only one that's on your side.
I am.
Hey, I haven't done anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you tried to shoot Creamy Steve
Oh, well, I don't.
discussed his death,
You have
but-
not asked him for any information.
because I haven't had time to charm him. I need
We've
time to
been
charm
trekking.
people.
Also, you went to try and run a little ruse on him,
Admittedly.
and you did knee him in the side of the head, knocking him out.
Admittedly, one of the 2 times he was unconscious was because of my fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm mad at myself, and you know what? With characters like me, because my character's a narcissist, you know what happens when they're mad at themselves? They project it outward. So I'm even more mad at these fellas and ladies.
But,
say-
but we are still, I mean, you are. I have no skin in this game.
I don't know.
You were awkward.
Creamy Steve has no skin.
What? In this game, Trope RPG, Creamy Steve has no skin.
At least
Yes,
I'd
cream
say.
for skin.
I might
my
say.
God.
I would actually say. So
my
as we
God.
return back to the world, as we sort of zoom back in, and the night sort of you try and get the bit of sleep you can. The beautiful stallion. What was his name? Greg Larson returns.
Oh, Greg came back.
Greg came back.
Oh.
And Greg sort of joins. It seems to be eternally grateful at you saving his life.
Can I say this stallion ran off and he was like, oh, you better run. It was a bear.
Yeah,
Like, I think less of this horse.
that happens.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I thought it was going to be like an owl bear kind of situation or something, you know what I
We're
mean?
going to
Like-
fight.
I thought they were about to
You
do
wanted to see the beasts take battle.
Yeah, I was like, the way that this stallion is revving up whatever's in the bush, I was like, it's a fucking bear.
Yeah.
I
You're
would,
gonna try and
like,
shoot the horse.
Sorry?
You're gonna try and shoot the horse now.
It's
At
a
some
bear
point,
that
yeah,
nearly
yeah,
killed you.
Well, I'll say-
Like, it is a bear that was like, had not been for my lasso skills, would have killed you.
Yeah, I shot it. I killed it. You'll notice on first attempt.
No, you didn't. It was like maybe third or some shit.
Well, I'll say as you're having this discussion around the campfire, like late into the night, I'll say as you're sort of this progresses, this conversation continues. You sort of talk about the horse. So Creamy Steve, As you awake from your rattle-brained stupor, he does look somewhat skinless. His skin has turned a horrid, putrid grey that is almost translucent, as
sour.
a horrible sickness has taken deep clutch over your body. You believe it may be from the cholera that was coughed into your mouth only the day before.
Maybe.
And you are deathly sick.
Oh. I'm so soft.
I'm going to need, if no one is to assist you, it will be a treat and roll for you, but anybody who sees Creamy Steve here and wants to help him with a treat and with a tincture or an oil or a...
Can
what
I?
purpose?
I
keep him
treat
alive.
him. I treat him.
Yeah.
I treat him not to keep him alive, to make him feel more comfortable, to make him feel like he's
You're doing
getting
end
better.
of life care?
Yeah. Because
What
I
is
want to
this
give
Tony
him
Robbins
enough
moment
time.
that you're having right
I want to
now?
give him enough time to give me information, and then I'd like him to die.
Can I offer a second option? Mm-hmm. My treating is not great,
Yeah.
but my shooting.
You've got a gun, yes.
Can I shoot so good that it brings him back to life? Talk your way out of that one.
Yeah, man, it's like a nanobot.
Like maybe I hit him in such a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is going to be a 26. And what you're going to have to do...
This is only goes to 20.
I know.
you have to roll 20.
What you're going to have to do is roll a 20 and then you get to roll again, you have to get above 6. Is you have to shoot him across the side of the head in a way that is a superficial graze, but is so close that it gives him a near-death experience that triggers the chemical reactions in the brain to dump adrenaline onto his stomach to give him like a sudden, what they call it, like a returning to life sort of flash at the end of your
So
life.
if he misses though,
If he misses, you shoot him in the head.
But can
And
you...
you kill
But before that
can
happens,
you all shoot together?
I'm sorry, but before that happens, we have our snake oil salesman, our many named man. Come, he go down by his side. If you do know, if you get near him, he may cough on you and you may get sick.
Yeah, I think I figured that out.
I'll keep it in.
I tell him that I was actually creamy myself once.
Oh, can I lick you?
I say,
Just to see.
you're too weak to lick. You're too weak to lick, but when you feel better, you can lick. But hey, why don't you give me some information about where this Rita is so that we can
Yeah.
help you on your journey to get her?
To help you with your information. Actually, I'll come here. I'll give you a little whisper.
Well, I'm Creamy Steve.
Do you want to make a treat and roll to see if you can convince him? And what number would he need to convince Creamy Steve?
To me, Creamy Steve, tell you what's going on without euthanizing me and without everyone
Euthanasia.
really giving the shooting a go. Because I think if all three of you shoot at my head at the same time,
That increases the chances of being shot in the head.
no, it increases the chances of a graze. In actual fact, so to charm me right now, before you try and save my life, you need a 19.
Okay, all right, here we go. 19.
Oh!
That's a 19
That's a 19.
on the die.
Well, you're a handsome man. Can I lick you?
After you tell me the information.
Well, first of all, I'm going to take out my gun and try and shoot her.
You've been charmed.
All right.
thank God.
You've been charmed by the snake oil salesman. I think
You're so
you set the
unwell.
number.
You cannot shoot me.
Well, I know exactly where this, the woman that betrayed you.
As he reaches for his gun, can I tell one of the horses to kick it out?
Can I please just have
I
him
believe
charmed?
I believe he is revealing where.
Yeah, no. Everyone.
Well, beautiful man. And you smell fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, of
Charmed.
cream.
Yeah,
I
lady-
doused myself with cream earlier tonight.
I can tell.
You're so clever.
It's all craggly on your skin.
Yeah.
The lady you seek who betrayed you is only about 20 mile
like even closer. It's just like around the bend,
corner.
just 20 feet away.
On the
20 feet.
20 feet away around the ridge. It's wild that you
Can I
can't
ask
hear.
a question?
That's
Would she
20
hear a gunshot?
subways.
She would probably have heard a gunshot.
Okay, so he's now told me where she is. Is that all the
I
That
know
is,
where
information?
she
I
that's,
need?
you can tell it's all.
She's
pick up
my
a rock.
mama.
Yeah.
And I smash him in the head until he dies.
Okay.
That's what I had.
I'm gonna.
Can I try riding
This
away?
is. Yeah.
Can I do a roll to ride
we'll
away?
we'll do a contested. This is gonna be.
I will help.
Your help.
I'll hold him down.
Can we get 3 shooting
I'm-
and one riding if you're helping?
Manny,
Oh,
I would like to try and save Creamy Steve
Why?
by shooting the rock out of the hand.
Okay, that's okay. So that's you're gonna have. So you two roll your shooting
Yeah.
together, and we'll add them up. Roll them.
How many do we need?
Oh, this is just all contested, so you can just roll them.
2.
5. So you need to beat a 7 with your shooting.
Yeah, and you know I'm the fastest shooter in the rest.
Roll it.
In the what?
The rest.
In the what?
If you don't roll now,
In the
they're
rest.
just gonna brain him.
Go.
20.
Roll again.
The
roll
rock, yeah.
again.
15.
15 at 35. You shoot the rock out of the air.
And I say, you're tearing this Cream family apart. Guys.
And I think maybe some of the rock does that graze and heals me.
it does not. It definitely doesn't.
I just stink and everyone hates me except for you.
Except for me?
No, not you. Ah, shit. Fuck. You tried to charm me and then crush my skull.
That many names here tried to kill him just now.
Yes.
He went the old Charmin crush.
So I will say,
Steve,
a fragile tension though is like re-achieved, like this temporary peace.
Yeah.
As you are able to move over just around the ridge to where there clearly was a campsite, and it seemed like maybe last night, sometime in the night, they've gotten up and left, and you can see the trail goes all the way back the way you came along the train tracks. And you're like quickly up onto your horses. There is another horse for you. There's Greg Larson's here if you wanted to jump up on him.
good.
Steve. Cool, you're good.
I got my knees.
Can we get a riding check from everybody? You need to get over a 10.
13.
12, 13, 2. I'll say with 2 successes and 2 failures, you're able to like sweep up Creamy Steve or lasso him and drag him behind,
That's what
as
I'm
is your
doing.
want.
He's not on a horse. I'm dragging him on his calloused knees though, so you're fine.
And your success. He's surfing.
My limp arms.
It's just like a lasso around. But you're able to pick up the slack of your friends who or allies, it seems, that have fallen behind a little bit, and you arrive in the broad daylight back along the train tracks, and you see the train that went past before has come back around, and it seems to have, as you're sort of riding down through this valley, a train is stationary in the middle of the road.
A train in.
And you all ride up next to it, and you can see the train driver.
The one
is-
that
yeah, the one that
Sizzling
got
shot at twice.
The train driver is busy. His head's like underneath a boiler, and you see like a man in sort of a blue hat says, "Well, howdy there. Oh, we could really surely use some help if you've got time to spare."
Let me have a sniff, see how much gold's.
Oh, sir, you look bloody and stinky.
I'm all fucked up. I'm Creamy Steve.
I don't like you.
She doesn't either. You might get along.
I have a feeling I'm going to really, really like this train driver man.
I'm gonna
Smell for gold.
I'd like to sniff.
I'm
your
just the
train.
ticket inspector, sir.
Yeah, smell for gold.
No, I'm gonna sniff that train.
Oh, yeah. Make a sniffing for gold. This is going to be a 4.
Hey.
8. You can. Oh my God. There are wealthy people on this train. There are rich people in this carriage. And
I'm like,
even more, I'll say here, Creamy Steve, on the tip of your nose, you smell something familiar. Gold that was taken from the town of Yester.
gold.
You know that Rita Rattlesnake is on this train.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I say to this gentleman, I say, well, lucky for you, I'm a train mechanic.
Can you roll a Tootin? This is going to be. He is a trained professional. It's going to be a 12.
Okay. 18.
Oh my goodness! What luck! Thank you, Lord. I believe that we could use your. Are you good, sir?
Why, yes, I am.
Your
I
eyes
love
roll
a
back
train
in your
in
head.
trouble. I love. Oh, my name is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, do you have a last name, sir?
Tambor.
Jeffrey Tamble, please come. He leads you up to the front of the train where the train driver is, and the train driver's like working under the boiler. He goes,
Hey, there you go. Here you go, girl, me with the train, barely. You know a little something about working a boiler every now and again.
Sorry, what?
I believe my train companion said.
it's gonna be a 6.
Don't shoot him!
Oh, if you shoot him,
We will draw attention to ourselves.
if he shoots him, we got a professional
gonna be
train
6.
mechanic
But,
here.
little
Then we
did-
can take the train.
Creamy Steve, Jillian.
Jillian,
Jillian.
Bonnie Blue Thoroughbred.
Yeah.
I learned a technique on the east side of town before I moved west. It's called a silencer.
You pointed a gun at me, sir.
Wait, just wait a sec. I have a silencer, I think. I try and put the silencer on.
You get a rag stuffed into like a small sort of like, I'd say like leather wrapping that's been strapped around, and you nestle that onto the end of your rifle.
Yeah.
Yep. That occurs.
That's all right?
Yeah, that happens.
Do we not want more information from this man?
I can't understand him.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say it's gonna be to keep it silenced as well. It's gonna be a 10.
11.
So you actually, it's almost like a deft ruse from one of your like previous like heist.
This is
or
how we work
train carriage
together.
robbing that you've done.
This is how we do it together.
As you shoot him, it's muffled, especially by like a loud like cough at the same time. And
Creamy Steve?
and the train driver goes, "Oh my!" And like
my.
he shoots him straight through the heart. He collapses. You manage to catch the body and definitely put it to the side. And now you are there. It appears that like you've just replaced the train driver.
He's a professional train mechanic.
I will
my
say
God.
though, as you place him down, you are not a professional train driver.
No, he jumped.
No, he's not. He's not actually.
He is. He
No,
said
he's
it
not.
before.
As it's very clear he's not a professional train driver because as you set him down onto the ignition brake, onto the big lever make the train go, and it pushes it over, and the train starts to,
That's sick.
Oh, take him off.
and the train starts going. But it starts going at speed.
Oh,
Do you
too
and you
late.
jump onto the train or you ride alongside?
I'm riding alongside.
Creamy Steve.
I run as fast as any locomotive. On my knees, I jump on. I try,
jump onto
yeah,
the
I
train.
grab the side.
Okay, so the three of you are on the train. You're in the front carriage, in the boiler room, and the train is going. You're easily able to keep up.
Oh,
on the
100%.
side.
I'm there on the outside to catch anything you want to throw off or whatever. I'm just aware that you might need me on the
Is
outside.
Fred again playing in the boiler room?
Fredageddon?
Just a little joke.
I'm not familiar with the reference. I just don't know what it is.
Look it up during the editing process.
I will.
It's
I
very
will. I'll
funny.
make sure.
I apologize for the boiler room reference.
Anyway.
As the train is just hootling along, you know Rita Rattlesnake is somewhere on this train.
Yeah.
And you have command of the boiler room. What are you doing?
I tell him to keep on it.
Oh, you're deputizing Creamy Steve to drive the train.
I say do whatever you can to keep
That's,
this train moving.
Absolutely insane choice.
Why?
Because you are.
You're yelling this from your horse
Yeah.
alongside.
That is crazy that you would rely on Creamy Steve to look after this
I'm
situation.
not a
He's as good as I am.
All right, yeah, fair point.
But also,
Can I ask the other horses that are with us to circle the train and let me know where Rita is?
Yeah. You call out to Greg Larson to ride up ahead to like look out for her.
I've got really good communication with Greg Larson.
Yes.
So I'm going to say, okay, Greg, could you just
course.
Yeah, could you just go around and then come back, find me, and let me know where she is?
He races right up to the front of the carriage, and you can see as he sort of like lets out a whinny and shakes his head that she is like right at the other end of the
First class.
the carriage. Yeah, first
Right
class.
at the back.
Yeah, right at the back.
Okay.
You can see as he sort of like turns back to you with his body language, he goes, "She's trying something. You better be quick and go get her.
What's she trying, Greg Larson?
She looks like she's messing with a whole load of string. And also with a whole load of strange stuff in her hands. I live in the woods."
Okay. Okay, so and then I immediately.
What is this big steel horse?
Steel.
Train.
Oh, it's a train.
Train.
Tell him it's a train.
It's a train.
There's no word for horse for train.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about.
Tell him it's a steel horse.
Creamy, absolutely stop. I'm immediately telling these two lads where she is.
Yes, cool.
You over
Call
here.
out.
Can
Yeah,
I
you
try
over
and
here.
cough just into her mouth?
No.
You can try. It's going to be I'll
gonna
say this is
dodge.
a shooting. I'll let you both do a shooting. Actually, yours will be a riding, and you just need to beat a 4.
What's a 4?
8.
Yeah.
8. Can you do a camping for me?
Yep. 6.
6. Okay, so it beats the 3. You feel a wave of nausea and unconsciousness. You are not long for this world.
Oh.
You are severely dehydrated.
No.
You have cholera from letting that sick man cough in your mouth.
Give me water.
And just so you know, unless you seek medical treatment, Creamy Steve will die.
Oh, well, I did roll a 6.
You roll a 6, but you haven't done. That's just to withstand it.
Oh.
So you two, you're in the train carriage. You've been signaled that Rita is up in first class. What are you going to do?
I ask him to use his silencer gun to shoot the train conductor so I can steal his uniform.
Well, are you just asking for his gun?
No, I ask him to do this.
Oh, you ask him.
I've never shot a man.
So you
I don't
you
believe
ask,
in
and I'll say
shooting
you don't
people.
even need to roll for this because the train conductor is further back. So with this, I'll say you can if you got an 8 because you shot your gun.
Trigger happy.
If you shot an 8, you're going to shoot who's ever in the next carriage as you open it. What'd you get?
8.
Really?
Yeah.
An 8 on the die. As you open it up, you go, and you see there are 4 people tied up in this next carriage. They all look. You see a man with sort of a ginger beard, a wide-brimmed hat, and a flannel shirt who's tied
Damn.
up that you shoot, and he goes "Ugh,"
That's me.
and dies.
Is that me?
And you see a snake
very
oil
Black
salesman
Mirror.
man next to him in a linen suit who's there like wriggling. And actually, they are not tied up. They are just sort of lying down flat on the floor, seemingly paralyzed, it seems. You also see
they
a
look
woman with a tight bod, and she's got like her hair sort of back
This
in a
is-
ponytail, flannels. And you see a big mountain man with like bare skin over his shoulder. But they look incredibly similar to you. And they look like they are paralyzed from some sort of
How
food.
tight is her bod?
Are incredibly tight.
Is that one that he shot bleeding?
It's dead.
He's dead, but he's
one did he
bleeding from
shoot?
the
He shot the one with many guns.
Yeah.
How much do they look like us?
They look really like you.
Like exactly.
So wait, which one
None
did
of them look
sorry,
like
which one
Creamy
did-
Steve.
which one
Creamy
did-
None of them look
Steve
like
is a
Creamy
unique
Steve.
flower.
So which one did Sizzler shoot?
Bell Street Sizzler shot the man
one
opposite.
who looks like Bell
you can
Street.
see talking falteringly. Also, I should say,
This is.
it's very clear. It is very clear they're not clones.
best twist.
They're not clones of you.
I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
No, it's clear they're not clones of you. But they seem like
They cosplay?
They are not even cosplay. They seem like extremely similar
Doppelganger
people.
type.
Almost
I'm
like
still like I'm on board with this twist.
you
It's
see.
very Lynchian, really.
You see that the man who looks similar to you, he's going, oh my, I feel the words returning to my mouth. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Lots of Titles. I would love to get your opinion on letting me loose. I believe I ate some bad stew with the gang I was running with.
I let him loose.
You sort of like, by let him loose, and he describes, he goes,
I got a tonic, I suppose.
yeah, you filter a tonic into his mouth. Give me a treating of 10. 12. You've worked on the antidote since you got poisoned, and he goes, oh my goodness, it seemed you killed my compatriot, Moreland Road Sushi Herb. It seems he perished when you took a shot at him. Greta Green Purebred over here, I believe if you could give her the tonic as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give her the tonic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And is given the tonic. And she
great,
goes,
great.
oh, thank you so much. Oh, my God.
Any tonic for Creamy Steve?
And the bearman, he goes, you can leave him paralyzed. William Spinesnap Clam did some horrible things on this train that led our compatriot Rita to leave us by the wayside, so to speak.
I killed my own man.
You all look very similar to us.
Yeah, Rita has like a secret family.
Do you know? You're not in on this. This is not.
No.
So you just said
Fucking
that
hell.
Rita, so Rita who was hanging out with you, has just like gone rogue.
Yes.
What was your last memory before you went unconscious?
We'd just done a successful heist of the Tana Yester, which we were recruited for, and then
You eating a stew?
and then we ate a stew together on this train. And then Rita said she had some business. Don't come after her.
Is there another Barry?
Excuse me.
Where's Barry?
Oh, and you see.
Do you have a small chode horse?
You see Greta Green. Greta Green says, "Yes, Bruce is over there." And you see, like, out the window there. It's not a chode horse. It's a really long horse. And it's running along. It's thin and long.
Sausage dog.
It's sort of it's got two saddles.
Yeah.
Can Creamy Steve try to lap up the blood of the dead man?
Well, Creamy Steve, as you're sort of like shuffling along, you bump into the hallway because you're like moving back past them, and you see a man shuffling towards you, and you bump into his face, and you see him, and he is walking on his hands, but his legs are really relaxed, and he goes, "I'm Milky Simon."
Milky Simon!
Oh my God! Oh wow! It's wonderful to meet you.
It's so good to meet you. You stink.
Oh, you stink, but
Yeah.
also so good.
Cough in my mouth.
Okay. Sneeze
Do I
up
get
my,
better?
Sneeze up my bum.
Achoo!
We don't need both of them. We can get rid of one.
He's my best friend. I just met him.
Foul.
You see breaking into the carriage, you see the train conductor goes, "Oh my God, this is strange.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
It seems that the train has been overcome by a villainess. She has gotten up on top of the train, and it appears we're heading towards a bridge that has been rigged to explode."
Well, I say to him, well, I'm just a simple...
Well, I'm just as oh.
Oh! What the fuck?
I'm outside the train.
He falls asleep.
Falls asleep.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, we got to talk.
Wait, they both fall asleep?
Just the
tonic only
just,
worked for a little bit.
Many titles.
Maybe try to
Lots of
I don't.
It appears you see that the ticket inspector says, "Just forget about all this shit that you're looking lucky. Just get up on top of the train and stop us from crashing. We're all gonna die."
I'm on the outside of the train.
Yes.
Can I see her?
Yeah, you can see her. She's like moving she's steadily moving across the back of the train. She seems to have rigged some sort of dynamite on the bottom of the train.
Lasso that bitch.
Okay, she's too far. You're gonna have to get up on top of the train if you want to, which is gonna require a jump from the top of your horse onto the top of the train, which is a riding check. You can do this.
Yeah.
Required. Okay, this is just gonna be a
But if I fall, do I die?
We'll give you a chance.
Okay.
You'll get one
maybe
chance
Queen
after that
Steve
to
will
lasso. So that's a 4 just to jump on top of the train.
15.
15. You get up on top, and I'll say Greg Larson comes up, one leg on each horse. You spring both horses, whinny up, and they launch you on top of the train. You land up top. You see Rita. She goes, "Oh, I told you I'd shoot you on sight of her, saw you."
Yeah, well, you told me that I was your favorite.
I think I did not. I believe it was my good friend Bell Street.
You led
Sizzler.
me to believe that I was, and that's worse.
Well, it's too bad. I'm sorry, Bonnie, but I've got bigger fish to fry. And she continues like lacing unreeling like an explosive cable and starts sprinting up to the other end of the train. The two of you're inside this train carriage. Do you jump up on top of the train?
I encourage him to. And I jump out of the train I try to jump out of the train
Onto Greg Larson?
Onto Greg Larson.
Can you give me a ride and roll? This is going to be a 6. That's a 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, you jump on, Greg Larson speeds up, catches you. You are now outside on this beautiful black stallion. Bell Street Sizzler, what are you doing?
I knew this day would come. I said, I have a special gun for this. I reach into my pocket.
Yeah.
I pull out a really big gun.
Like a blunderbuss?
What's it
like
called?
One,
Like a one of them ones from the video game.
What's the name?
yeah. What's embossed on the side?
Yeah.
Fuck Lord.
You bring out Fuck Lord.
You bring out
which
Fuck
is
Lord.
an old school blunderbuss shotgun filled with lead pellets.
Yeah.
And you pull it out of this sort of saddlebag
Yeah.
off the side, and you clamber up on top of the train.
Yeah.
I get Milky
Cream
Simon.
I'll do anything you tell me.
Fuck yeah, you will. He's got powerful hands, so I got powerful
Yeah.
knees. He's got powerful hands.
You become a sort of Voltron.
Yeah.
Cool. So he rides on your shoulders, your arms to his side and his legs. So you are both one.
Well, he's like clasped onto my giant hat.
Yes.
With his hands out.
Yes.
We become one full man.
Yes, and you clamber up on
And
top
we
of the
clamber up onto the
So
top.
so all of you three are on top of the train. You're riding downside. You can see a bridge is like coming up very quickly. I will also say your was it the fuck
Fucklord here.
the fuck lord? You pull out from your saddlebag as well, not just lead shot,
Yeah.
but a small grenade
Yeah.
that goes down the
Yeah,
center
yeah,
of
it
it
takes
as an
grenades.
old school
Yeah.
bazooka.
Yeah.
Oh
By
my
grenade,
God.
I mean it is just like packed TNT that will
Yeah.
shoot and explode on impact. You have a single shot; it will destroy anything you point this at.
Yeah.
What would you like
I
to do?
look at a cactus.
Cactus comes by.
I wonder if
Cactus comes by.
I wonder if I could hit that.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
No, I don't know. I think about it. I say no.
And you see Rita is sprinting up to the end. She seems to be almost done tying it off, and she pulls out a gun and she shoots back at you.
I go and yeah.
I throw
Yeah.
Milky Simon in front of that gun. In front of that book to take the bullet.
Can you give me a riding check?
You
of
jettison him.
Just 2. Just don't roll a 1.
4.
4. You bend down. Milky Simon goes, I found the love of my life. And you shoot, and he is shot right between the eyes.
Oh my
which
God.
Saves the two of you. What would you like to do? He falls off the train.
Well, Creamy Steve or Creamy Simon?
Just
Simon.
Milky Simon.
I don't have time to thank you, but we'll talk about this later.
I'd like that.
I reckon, so this is all dynamite strung up with string.
Yeah, oh, it's not string. That just seems to be like what a horse's approximation
Oh,
of it
okay.
was. This is like gunpowder wire, like
Okay, so I can't like bite it
trigger
in
wire.
half or something, it'll kill me.
Hey, while they're doing all
you
of,
could set it off.
while they're doing all of this,
Yes.
can I go to the back carriage and
Yeah.
start throwing gold out the back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Barry's got all these bags attached to
I'll
him so
say-
you can catch
so,
it.
so meanwhile this is happening, you go to the back carriage and enter it in, and you see just like people like fans, like man in a top hat. Oh, good heavens! It seems that a man has approached inside the carriage. Good sir, I did not realize that we were stationary.
And I say, well, hello there too. I'm just like you, and I don't know what's going on at all.
Can you give me a treating of, which is the blue? Can you give me a treating of 4?
Hey.
8.
Oh, nice to meet you too. What's going on here, do you think?
My name is Johnson Steadfast, and I own a large oil industry. And you know what? It's so rare to find someone who can make good conversation within seconds of meeting.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I also own oil. Oh, what a wonderful conversation we're having here.
Oh, care for a cigar?
Oh, I'd love a cigar.
Snips it, passes it to you. You can see there is like on these sort of like there are boxes above, and it seems to be like little lock boxes that you can tell are like fine like valuables that they're transporting.
Say, tell me. I can't recall where I put my key for my lockbox. Do you remember where we put our keys?
Why, sir, I believe that the ticket inspector put them on hooks in a visible display right there near the door.
And you see there's like hooks and each person's like name, and they're like the keys for all of the different like lock boxes and stuff.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. How many people are on this train?
It's like
In
pretty
this
full.
carriage?
There's probably like 20 people there, like a few like ladies. Like, my word, who is that dashing gentleman who's just come over into the carriage? Meanwhile, on top of the train here, as you're up above there.
Well, I'm torn because I could come down and help you now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I could come. Do you don't need my help?
No.
By the way, still in the distance, you see a bridge approaching that appears to be like you can see like a clear posse of people who are here to interfere that are helping Rita.
I am now close enough to try and lasso her, right?
I'd say she's gonna take a shot at you if you do.
So if I miss her,
Then your life could be on the
I have a thought. If I charge her and one of you shoot my milky hat, we could blind her with the cream.
That's true. That's true.
What happens scientifically when grenades meet cream?
Big trifle. Scientifically,
Creamy grenade.
big violent.
Because if
Big
we
violent
try
trifle.
and blind her and her posse with the cream, then you can lasso as many women.
okay,
with
so
cream.
while you're all yelling at each other, I'll say if you don't approach, like she can't quite get a good shot on you, but while you're all talking up there, meanwhile, back down there in the carriage, things have progressed. You're sitting there. There's a fine meal in front of you as it has been served.
Living it up down there.
Yeah. I know because we're about to go over a cliff.
Yeah. It's probably still like 3 or 4 minutes away.
But I know that's happening. But I'm keeping my cool. I'm not letting them know that we're approaching some sort of danger.
So your arrival, it seems, in the oil business. I'm sorry, sir, but I did not get your last name.
Oh, my last name, of course, is Plainview.
Plainview. My goodness. I'm an oil man. How do you do? How do you do? I'm an oil man.
You've said that already.
Yes, and I drink your milkshake.
Are you the man that abandoned your boy?
I abandoned my boy!
Oh my word! This man has got a fever going on in his heart.
Oh, yeah, they're feeling for me. I'm trying to ingratiate them towards me.
So, what is your end goal?
My hope is that these motherfuckers move on from Rita and deal with the fact that the train's approaching the precipice.
So
what I'm hoping is that these people don't know we're hitting a precipice, that they'll somehow stop the train, and I'll be the only one ready to not be thrown off the train.
Oh, so you're just here to brace yourself.
I'm ready.
In the case of a crash.
At all times, I'm ready to brace myself so that I'll be able to get the keys, steal the money when they're all unconscious.
I reckon.
So meanwhile, back up on top of the train.
I don't want to risk my life to try and lasso this woman.
Okay.
So I want to, at this point, jump back down onto Barry.
Yep.
Get to the front of the train.
Yep.
And remove the man from the thing that's made the train go.
Okay, great. I would say no roll needed because you've already made this jump, and you're so in tune with your horses. You just managed to jump down and you move back to the back of the train.
Back of the train. Yeah.
The front of the train. You're moving past. You're able to move past around to the boiler room again and get in there. You see the body still limp on the thing.
Absolutely insane that we didn't move it as soon as it was put there. By the way.
You pull it off, and you see that there has been some sort of tampering occurring. That potentially why they stopped the train initially was some sort of tampering with this to make this a runaway train, and it's gonna require I'd say either a Campen or a Treaton, your choice, to try to dislodge or fix the train here.
Can the horses help me?
Can you tell me how they would?
They could jump on with me and try and pull.
It's a small space. I will say you can direct either Greg or Barry to come and kick this lever, but given that they are running at top speed, that jump where they turn sideways and kick, it could severely endanger their lives.
I've been training Barry his whole life for this very moment.
Okay, this is going to be a ride of 20.
Okay, no. I think I'm going to try it myself.
You've said it. You've got to make a ride of 20. You can't hear the roll and then say no.
It'll get its head in, but the speed of the train will rip its legs off.
Barry's not going to die.
Barry may die.
No, he's not going to die.
I'll say if you want to make it so it's a much more safe roll, it's going to be an 18. Barry won't die. This will just be an assistance to you, but it's still this is going to be cutting it really fine.
13.
Barry tries to make the kick. The train whacks his leg. He goes, and he starts limping, and he's just slowed down behind. But the train keeps going at breakneck pace.
I want to charge at Rita.
I just realised I knew this day would come.
In what way?
I reached down for my other gun.
Yes, saddlebag again.
Flashback. 15 years earlier, I'm sleeping out on the prairie.
Wow.
Is it like
beautiful night sky?
Like that. 2 moon night. One of them special 2 moon nights.
Yes. Eyes unfocused.
A saucer comes down from above.
Oh my God.
I thought it was the gods and the demons. But no, it was a Martian.
Named Creamy Steve.
Creamy Steve.
As the little so this sort of bright light occurs, and you see you hear a voice.
Yeah.
You hear a voice and it speaks to you and it says,
"It's too soon.
Yeah.
It's too soon. 15 years time. Do not die or we will never get a resolution to this."
Yes. I'm like, but I'll need a laser gun.
You may have a weapon of this kind.
And instead of a laser gun, though, it drops out. You get an AK-47 drops out of this spaceship and into your hands.
Oh my God. I'm so glad this happened to you 15 years ago.
And we flash forward as it comes forward.
Wow.
I go, that's right.
And you pull it out.
I go, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah. Pull out my AK-47.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I say, Milk Boy.
Yeah.
time has come. I'm gonna fucking rattle this off.
Yeah.
What do you?
He's sprinting. You're sprinting. Okay,
I'm
so you're
charging it, Rita.
Give me a
Aim
ride.
for the hat.
Give
Can
me a
I
ride.
just say for a second, I thought you said raffle this off.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna start at 25.
I have 15 blue.
Okay, so you need to avoid just
Before you roll.
immediately getting shot by her.
Milky, before you're off, a Martian told me 15 years ago that this would happen. This is divine.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Before you roll, you need to hit a 4 not to just get shot by Rita.
1.
He gets shot in the head as you sprint forward.
Milky Smith!
Bang!
No!
Creamy Steve!
Creamy Steve! No! Creamy Steve, you get shot in the head, you roll off to the side, and you fire at Rita.
Is it a laser gun?
It's
it's an
got
AK.
laser sights, but it's...
So wait, is Creamy Steve dead?
Creamy Steve's dead.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're real upset.
no, you saved my life. I had a sword.
Can you
of
make
kind
your
of
Can you make your shots?
Yeah, you know I can.
You can roll twice with this and add it together as you're using an AK-47.
What are we trying to
You've
get
got to
to?
hit 16.
13.
13.
1.
You shoot outwards with this AK-47 and Rita manages to just barely evade the bullets.
Why would the Martians give me the weapon?
You say out loud, angrily, confused, your mortalness, and you're just a small part in some greater
Throw it at
cosmic
her.
plan.
Throw it at her.
And Rita, as you get to the bridge, jumps from,
don't
and you
do-
see
don't
the
waste
water
it.
below.
Can I see if when I hit the ground, my hat exploded
Oh yeah,
and maybe made the ground a bit slippery for Rita?
sure.
With cream.
Sure. This is gonna be a. We'll call this a Tootin. Also, does Creamy Steve have any last words as he dies?
Well, nah, he lived a good life.
Yeah.
He had a good,
All right,
he had a
this is-
good run.
This is gonna be.
It's better than most creamies in my family. Most of them die at birth or within the first 3 weeks, like a kitten. Like they struggle, and I was the runt.
You're gonna need a 5.
1.
Cream just on the ground. Meanwhile, back inside the carriage.
I'm starting to get
got
nervous.
brandy.
I'm starting to get nervous. I really thought between the 3 of them, the train probably would
I'm
have
still
stopped by
trying.
now.
I'm still trying my best.
Trying,
to
it's
stop
just
them.
slow.
But I don't know this. They're all at the front.
And you see, by the way, you see out the window, like the ignition has been flipped, and it seems like the wire has sparked a light and is flaming. My word, it seems like there's a lot of gunfire upstairs. What kind of machine could shoot a gun that fast?
I say. Oh well, I don't think there's any technology like that on Earth. That must come from the canals of Mars.
Naturally talk like this.
Oh yeah, so please, I abandoned my child. I abandoned my boy. Well, I don't know.
You, sir, are a strange man.
Yeah.
I drink your milkshake.
I really wish I'd worked.
We have no milkshake, we have brandy. Yes, I drink your brandy.
A fine day to make new friends. Okay, so you're still in there.
I'm giving it a red hot go to try and stop
Okay.
this. So I've thrown the dead man off.
Yes,
And I've just got to try and pull it back up,
yeah.
right?
I'd say you can make. I'll allow you to do a ride and use your horse rearing muscles. Give me a 12. But no, if you succeed, the train will stop and it's not gonna career off this bridge that you can now, as you get closer, see that has been like broken and brought off the track. So the train's just gonna fly off it. You have 2 problems though. You're gonna stop the train, but it's still potentially gonna explode
Yeah.
because there's TNT.
Well,
on it.
I'd rather.
Yes, it's still good. It's still good.
As a stopped train than explode as a moving train, right?
Can you please give me a 10 to stop the train?
15.
15. You stop the train, and you see the dynamite that is underneath the train carriage, which your horses are like allude to you, are like strapped along each carriages. There's 4 charges of this dynamite on top of the train. What are you doing with your AK, which is out of ammo?
Can I ask? Did the train stop fast?
The train is stopping slow, like,
Oh, so it's not like all the.
That's my whole plan.
but it is still. You still might explode.
Oh, that's true. That's bad.
You want it to explode?
I wanted it to stop
wanted it
fast,
to crash?
so they all went boom.
Yeah.
I'll-
Knock themselves out.
I will
and
say-
you just take their treats.
It doesn't stop that fast, but people are being knocked around as it started like
In that moment, can I try and grab the keys?
Oh, of course. Give me a. I see you reaching for the treat, and I think this is a Riden.
It's a Riden.
Give me a 6 of a Riden.
4. Okay,
4.
great.
You get. I'd say you don't manage to get. You grab a key. You're not sure to which lockbox.
Oh, fun.
You on top of it?
I still have my grenade gun.
Yes.
Nice.
Just take it in.
Yeah.
In a matter of minutes, this train is going to
What's
explode.
my goal? What am I doing?
You tell me, man.
She stole the money, remember?
She
but
stole
she's
your money.
gone.
Revenge.
I reckon we get out of here.
I remember that this reminds me of a time 20 years ago.
Flashback. Under the moonlight.
Yeah.
20 years, so this is 5 years.
5 years before the
you
alien
got your
came.
AK-47.
Never heard a thing of a Martian back then. But what I had heard of from a steampunk before it was cool.
Just a man who works in a ball.
Yeah, he uses steam for the science.
Yeah, which is normal here.
He showed me this thing where he used the power of steam propulsion.
Let me show you this, sir. I'll show you the power of steam propulsion.
Yes. You all right?
Sick.
Yes.
The milky family, the creamy family is very sickly.
Yes. Now
I'm
listen.
Creamy Steve. This is my brother.
There he is, young and virile. You talk of a backpack with steam propulsion that can fly me through the air like a bird.
Oh, untested, sir, untested, but I suppose I could lend it to you as long as you don't use it for some time.
Yeah, no, 20 years, I'll keep it in my pocket.
That's quite a long time, sir. You
Right.
could just use it next week.
Well, no, I will wait until the time feels right.
As you're back and you pull from the saddlebags, there was a blanket over it before. You pull it out, it is like copper and this amalgam machine.
Like
It is-
Rocket Man.
It is burning your back because it has a small stove underneath. And it's got like these steam valves underneath, and you set the valves going and it
It's like,
It's like the Rocket Man. You start going, I remember when I was young.
story of Elton John.
And also it's steampunk.
as you also, by the way, as you do this and as you say it's like Rocket Man, you see the ticket inspector leaning out the window goes, oh dear, and his nose starts to bleed heavily and he falls unconscious.
And I say, suck my fuck. And then I fly off for Cindy Salmon. What's her name?
Rita.
Rita,
Rita Steampunk.
You couldn't stop the bomb?
you just leave for Yester.
So you
Yes.
left us.
I'm
Okay,
like,
he's gone.
You're in charge, Bonnie Toogood.
He's gone.
The captain of Essendon's women.
He has
from-
left. He has left. I will say this jetpack though, it has
Oh, no.
probably like 5 minutes in it, and as you jet off over the bridge, it starts to. And I'm gonna need a Riden for you to see if you can kickstart it behind you. You're gonna need an 8 for your jetpack not to fail here.
Got a 7.
That's a 7. You just managed to. You start lighting the small wood fire that keeps the steam pressurized behind you, and the wind blows, knocks it out, and you start to plummet down, and drop into the river below. Hit it like a ton of bricks.
Oh.
And we'll find out how you go
Oh
in a
my
second.
goodness.
I love
rest of you-
this. This is the
Yeah.
real moment where he realizes all the gears on that were decorative. And he's like, fucking steampunk. Fucking steampunks. They gotta fucking use these
All
gears.
aesthetic.
You three have one thing you can each do, knowing that there are 4 charges on this train to stop the explosion, or you could just try to ditch.
Oh, so there is a way you can stop the explosion.
Yeah, if you manage to disarm the charges.
No, I'm jumping onto Greg Larson.
Okay, Greg Larson, you jump to Greg Larson heads and jumps over into the
No, just
across-
off. Like,
Oh, to off. Okay.
yeah, so I'm staying alive. I just
Okay.
want to get away from the train.
I'm gonna need a Riden of 14, and I'll tell you why in a second.
18.
18. Okay, you managed to withstand. Now that we know the explosion is going to go off, I will say there are split seconds, somewhere like slow motion before this explosion goes off. You jump onto Greg Larson, and you are just barely able to cling onto him as the explosion goes up. You see all the rich, fine people in this carriage in slow motion as you see the ground, the wooden boards underneath them, and the metal starts to break apart as the explosion occurs, and you see like the brandy like spill into the face in slow motion. You are able to cling on and withstand the shockwave, so you're not pushed off into this ravine. What are you two doing? Oh, you're dead. What are you doing?
I
Get on
grab the nearest lockbox.
Yep.
Hoping it's the one that the key will fit.
Yep.
And I try to jump out the back.
Yeah.
Amazing. Can you give me a Treatin? See if you can grab the right lockbox. This is going to be a 12. 11.
So, okay.
You grab the one next to it.
Can I say, when Creamy Steve fell off, the hot wheels from the train like sliced his head in half, right? But he's still got some nerve stuff.
No, he doesn't.
Like a fish that's just
Yeah. So he runs over with his last breath, half a head, and tries to make up that last point to save to save this guy.
I will say if you roll, I'll say because this is you didn't use your last word, so I will let you use some like twitch muscle memory to like knock his hand sideways. If you give me a, I'll say sniffing for gold. This is a sniffing for gold because it is sniffing for gold. You can wish for this gold.
Yeah.
Can you please hit a 10 for me?
Oh.
Into the thing.
You can buy
15!
Yes! Your hand is knocked sideways, you grab a different one, and you jump out of the window as you're careening through the air. Give me a ride and see how you hit the water.
Oh, so
you
he's
wanna
going, I want to help.
You want to try and lasso him?
Yeah.
Can you, this is a combined riding of 20. 10.
9.
Unfortunately, you lasso, it goes around him, and unfortunately, it pulls you off your horse, and you both go careening down into the ravine.
Does Greg come with us?
Greg whinnies and seems to run off, like
Oh, so
in
Greg's
circles.
gone.
Greg's safe though.
Yeah, that's good.
And as you are careening towards the water, and you see Creamy Steve rolling off the side of the ravine, his head cut in half, and you're flying through the air. That's where we're going to end episode 3 of Rootin' Tootin' Revenge.
this version of Creamy Steve with half a head is in canonically you can buy that figurine as well.
Yeah, we were
People
selling
love
those
that.
figurines.
That Funko Pop. There's a Funko Pop of that version of that.
And it's a scratch and sniff.
That came out
And it
later.
smells like
Yeah.
old milk.
You can get the original Creamy Steve.
On the next episode of Trope RPG, the body of Creamy Steve perishes.
Wow.
And pulling them out from the river.
Rich, why have you saved us from the deep rumbling creek?
Bored.
What does he look like?
He's covered in shit.
No! Shoot him!
I shit into my head. I shit into my head to cover myself
Yeah.
with my own shit in order to make a connection.
What's that shitmouth stool? You want to live forever?
It's all breaking apart. It's all breaking apart. Nothing's working.
You can speak shit mouth stool.
If you fail, you may just get shot as soon as you poke your head out.
Well, 16 is hard,
Yes.
but it's not hard enough. I'd like to move further away.
Paralyzed. And yeah, they look like you. You can
God's
see
sake.
them all like struggling.
These fine folk here are my friends, and I'm going to kill you tonight.